All right. Welcome in, everybody. I'm the average goob, and today we're working on the JernJam. We're doing the You Had Meat at Hello. Also, I realize my camera is still pointing up from last night because of the party hat. There we go. All right. So, I've got quite a bit to do. I would like to get the title screen kind of figured out now that we have more assets to build with. I'll probably just do kind of a level designed out scene with the flowers and stuff. And I need to like make a logo. I also want to test out player animations and stuff. I've got Spine here where I was animating, and I'm thinking now that I should probably just do the animations in the engine. Because I don't know how we're gonna swap out the animations. So I'm gonna test with what I have here, and then we'll go from there. But the animations I have, I was working on some of these today. We've got the idle. Hold on. I was doing these at like half speed. So we've got like idle and shoot, even like 25%, not bad. All right, so we got the idle. We've got idle holding. So like if you're holding a jar while you're just standing there. We've got the walking animation. And we've got the walking and holding animation. So I haven't done the B yet or anything. I do want to just test this out, make sure it's gonna work. So we'll see. I've got them, some of these imported into the game here. So I wonder, I don't know what sprite frames are. What are sprite frames? I've actually never messed with this. Wait. Oh. Okay. I thought maybe, so it must be a resource. All right, cool. So we can do animations right here. This actually might work. My issue is that these are huge. Like, I don't want this to make the game load really slow. But I think we're gonna have to put everything at like 0.3. These are huge. 130 kilobytes per. All right, so we got default. Let's just make this idle. And then can I just drag these in here? Oh, nice. Oh, my Steam is running. Go ahead and exit out of that. I was like, what's popping up? All right. So, yeah, the dude is massive. He's massive, yeah. Scale 0.3. 0.3, that's not bad. It might be too big actually. Let's go here. We're calling this the beekeeper. Is he locked? Oh. Oh, I should play this. I don't even know what he added. Can you get stung? Starving, lack of raw honey. Okay. So I can't collect any honey from that yet. I love the little flowers. Oh, here we go. They're not starving anymore. I don't know what PC means. I don't know what RHP is. I don't know. I guess that's population. I don't know what FN is. Oh, PC. Interesting. Okay, so this one's no longer starving too. Okay, so the bees are kind of doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's cute. Okay, still nothing there. We got a lot of jitter with the camera, so that'll need to be fixed. Okay, that's really cool. So it's got the honey here. We got the animated. So he's already using animated. This is perfect because we can use the player instead of the sprite here. Node not found. Oh yeah, we don't have an exit button. Okay, so let's go ahead and mess with this a little bit. Hey, just the guy I was looking to see. What up, Captain Anosa? Listen, I know it's just you and me in here, so I'm not going to give you a shout out, okay? When we get more people in, obviously, I will, but I think our no shout out, it's just to you and me. Um, yeah, I saw you gave me so many shout outs, dude. But it was to like 43 viewers. Your face isn't going to show up. I don't have anything that pops up on screen. Um, I mean, technically, you're on screen right now. So I was working on the animations, and now you're satisfied. um, I think I've got something. So I can share them with you if you'd like to see. All right. We've got the idle animation. Hold on, I think the chat's there we go. Oh no. Stop it. Why is it doing this to me? All right. All that for a bit. We've got the idle. We've got idle holding. Holding. So when he's holding on to something. Uh, we've got the walking animation. And then we've got the walk and holding. So I'm able to export these into sprites, like animated, like frames. So I was just seeing what it looks like. I think I have them exported for 20. Wow, this looks so choppy. Why does this look so choppy? Am I crazy? Is it gonna look like this in game? Hypnotic rated in near the beginning of your 5-hour stream? Dang. Yeah, that's amazing. I guess I didn't realize that you had so many people from the beginning there. That's pretty cool, man. How the heck are you supposed to control these? Yeah, I see it. It just doesn't look good. Like, default was 5. I designed them at 20 FPS when I exported them. I don't know what this frame duration does. Oh, it like holds him. Okay, these are really, this is it? This is all the stuff we get? It's like if I view this in the game, I'm afraid of this. Oh. I'm afraid of the size of these sprites, by the way. Like, this one animation's a megabyte, dude. Like, I think, and I have to display them at 0.3 scale, I believe. Whoops. Why is everything locked? Oh, it's not. Okay. Okay, and actually even smaller than that. Yeah, that's why, okay, so when I sent you over the first assets, I have a scene scaler. So I created a, like a scene tester where I go in and I was gonna set the scale of everything. Like I was gonna put all the assets into this sprite sheet. And when you were messing with the bee, like this would have been the size of the bee, and you said it was very pixelated. And I think maybe because you're scaling it up, but like I designed him to be like 36 by 36. So like this is how I've typically made games. Is I set the scale at what I want the game to be, but I know it's like if you want to scale things, it just immediately becomes pixelated. And I'm sure you're familiar with using vectors and how those can scale infinitely. We're not using vectors here since it's all hand drawn. So I was thinking about I scale everything and then export them as they should be in Photoshop, or maybe even like 2x what I want it to be. So maybe I design it at 1920 by 1080. Because like even the, I don't know. So like if I were to like throw in the honey or something here, right? You see how massive they are? Like that's not good, but I would like scale it down to like the size that it would be in game. Let's get this. Or like that. So this is like what I would kind of do. Um, and then that way when these are exported, they'll be like 1 kilobyte instead of a megabyte. Or the animation specifically is very high quality. It's this. This is 66%. So this is the players. This is how big I drew these. So very large. But it's like finding the right scale is tough. And then when you start doing animations, like I can't just utilize these now. I guess I could come in here and be like, okay, I want to make it 160 height. And then I could like scale this. So let's see, 160. But then this isn't totally accurate either because the player has spacing on it. Like this is tough. Oh, I see. Well, no, we can't. Not everything's scaled properly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not scaled at all. I've just exported the assets. So like this, like watch. We can't put things at 1. This is 0.3. So I've got to export. I've got to come up with a better size and just export things. No, you told me not to. The ones you originally had, you said everything was pixelated. So I stopped scaling them. And that's when I said I'll just send you the full assets. Hey, what up next? Welcome in. So, and specifically with the player sprite, like rendering them out is kind of tough. Hey, John Warner. Hi and bye. Have a great stream. Thanks for hanging out. The drive-by hi-bye. All right, let me see what I can do here. I'm sorry, but I do have to blur whenever I start messing with this stuff. So let's see. So I can export the animations as PNGs. Images. All of them. But let me scale them down to 30%? Or can I set, oh, I can fit. Oh. Okay. So 30% is 167 by 281. I feel like that's good. See, but then they start not looking crisp. Like, I don't want to smooth. No compression. Oh, 0.05 seconds per frame. Oh, is that what this is? No. All right. So I can do this. Let me try to put them into another one. New folder here. Let's do smaller animations. All right, let me just see. Huh. Something broke. Okay, hang on. Let me let me re-render that. Export smaller 30. Okay. No, what the heck? Why is it messing up? It's saying that there's a frame here. I might just have to do this in Godot, which is not fun. It's like the same thing though. It might be messing up for some reason. I don't know why it's messing up. All the frames are there. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Who knows why it was doing that? All right, so all the animations total are not even a megabyte, so that's so much better. All right, so let me get these. Okay. There's no way that's the updated one. That's still displayed at 1? Okay. Idle, autoplay this one. All right, let's see. Let's just see. Okay. All right, I've never messed with the sprite frames here. Okay, so 0 0.8, 0 0.5, 60 FPS. What about 30 FPS? It's like you need to double this. All right, let me see if there's other export options. So if I render this at 60, all right, the animation's a lot longer. All right, so if I get the whole idle animation, still not, I mean, still smaller. What is going on? The heck? Why is he doing this? Okay. Hold. It's like he got stung. He's paralyzed. Hang on. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, I need to re-render this out because that was weird. Okay. It's annoying working with this software because it's like, it just straight up shows my damn email. And of course the render messed up. All right, I might have to just take these parts into Godot and do it that way. Holy moly, this is annoying. Okay. Oh, so much better. That was the way. All right. What the heck was that? All right. Where's the walking animations? I think they're all 20 frames. Okay, so we can do a new one and call this walking. No. All right, I wonder how you change these. I gotta add the other one. Let's just add the other ones. We've got them here. New one. Walking. Hold. Oh, all right. Let's see how these play out. Nice. All right, and this will be 20. Cool, cool, cool. I think we need to expose some animations. Would it be too late to change this? Cool, it saved it. Can you reload this? I'm just gonna delete it just in case. Okay. So idle is the default. And we want to bring the animations in. All right, so I don't even know how to access these or like what that's gonna do. Hey, Granger, what's up? How am I feeling? I'm feeling great. I'm trying to figure out how to add animations into the game. How are you feeling? I only had 3 drinks last night, but they they get you messed up. A 4th one, I would have been drunk. I was pretty tipsy though. It's those beat boxes. I don't know if you've heard about them. Just wave that magic wand. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's how you add animations. I got them in here. Now I need to figure out how to do this. Nice message. How can I do this? You doing good? Good. Dude, that was fun last night. That was. I'm glad you had a good time. I mean, it's hard. Like, I'm not like a big streamer or anything, so it's like trying to actually like put on something. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But I think it was the right pace for our little community here, and I think that doing drawful and stuff was pretty fun. I wish that I'd even thought about doing Jackbox party games. I would have looked for better ones. But I had fun. Like, definitely would like to do something like that in the future, not just for a birthday party. Yeah, I had a good time. I'm trying to read the code and I'm integrating the stuff. How this works? Yeah, animation. I guess this is a string. It is a string. It's weird not having the sounds. I'm not gonna be able to test this because I don't have honey. All right. Yeah, I think we do it here. Dang it. Want to voice chat real quick? Get on the same page. I can Twitch collab without streaming, which will let us chat. Really? Not just hopping into a Discord call? Dude, let's just try it. I'm cool with that. Whoa. Accept. What do we do now? What happened? How does this work? Oh, I never set this up. Hang on. I never added this as a browser source. Oh, I did. Control via OBS. Shut down when it's not active. Refresh it. Turn on audio for your browser source. Okay, hang on. Okay, can you hear me? No, you can't hear me? How would you hear me? Well, I know. Well, how would I hear you then? What's the point of this streaming together? What is this gonna do? Yeah, I accepted your knock. Yeah, just there's an empty window. Oh, I don't use Chrome or Firefox. I use Edge. No, it says they don't support it. It says it only supports Chrome and Firefox. Yeah. There's an error message. Yeah. Sorry. Um I don't even think I have Firefox installed. Oh, do I? No, I've got Brave. Yeah, we can just do Discord. That's fine. Hello. Can you hear me?
So
Can,
I can
can
hear you.
Okay, I can hear you too.
I can hear you. Hold
I
on. Let
put
me pause.
yeah.
I
No,
think it's a
next
problem
this
on my
this
end,
is
wasn't
not
it?
Internet Explorer next. This is Edge. It's Chromium based, all right? Jeez.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My headset was being dumb.
All right.
And I guess I'll restart your stream, but mute it so I can see. Okay, here we go. So here's what I was thinking. I did not realize you had a nifty way to scale things on your end and send them to me. So now that I know that, it would be pretty easy to resize everything in the game to use like whatever you set it up as. So I was thinking we should make a new scene in the game just for debugging, and we just put all the assets in there to make sure it looks correctly. Like after you export it, we could put it in this debug scene and like set it up in there to make sure it looks good, and then we can like add it to the game later.
Okay. Yeah, because like I can scale everything to like 1920 by 1080 because I'm drawing it
Okay.
on my iPad at 1920 by 1080. And
Yeah.
and then like I mean it'll be huge obviously, but at least it won't be that bad. And then oh, it technically wouldn't be half. Well, like if I made it look good at 1920 by 1080, we just zoom the camera out. It might
Yeah.
might
Or do
make
we
like
just make
HUD
the game
stuff look bad.
1920 by 1080?
No, not if we're playing in the
No.
browser. No.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
my experience is to keep it 1280 by 720 since we're doing the embed.
I'm gonna lean on that experience then, 100%.
Yeah, I mean I've got tons of games on itch and stuff that that uses that scale and it seems okay. I mean obviously if people full screen it, it looks just fine.
Okay.
Especially with like integer scaling and stuff. Um, yeah, I'll scale it like I was gonna do it in Photoshop.
Okay.
So that way, like I was showing you earlier, I'll just have this little testing scene And
Perfect. And
then
then we can like replicate that on the Godot side to make
yeah.
sure it's like lined up.
Yeah, cuz like this little bee was this scale when I sent it to you.
Uh-huh.
And the reason like it's easy to do it here is because like I can just drag these around and like make sure they like fit where they, need to come out of this, or, if it went to the player, how big is it compared to like the hand. But it's like obviously I wouldn't want the bee to be microscopic.
Yeah, for
Um
sure. It looks really good on your scene there. I totally agree. Like if it looked like that in the game, I'd be pumped. So I'm all
yeah.
for it.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
I think I just misunderstood. And then if you want to like make honey really fast, that's an exported variable. Just a raw honey product. You could just set that to like
Uh
1,000 or something. So if you just want honey immediately, that's how you can do it.
okay. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, or you can play the game. Look,
I,
what a fun game.
I'm working on the animations. They're actually kind of working.
That's not bad.
I don't know how to make the honey move with the hands, but because I've got like
That's a next weekend problem.
because I've got I mean I think the velocity thing, because this is negative velocity or whatever.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'll have to find a way to like be like is moving or not moving, but um the idle animation's working, and then if I go deposit the honey,
Yeah.
it's hold. There we go. It's animating without the honey in your hands now.
Nice.
So
Yeah, yeah. I see it. That's great.
um oh, this is a perfect opportunity. Captain
Oh.
Anosa. Boom!
Too
Guys, if
kind.
you're not following Captain Anosa, go check him out. He's the one actually coding this game, and I'm doing the art for it. So, yeah, this is what we got so far. um,
Yay. 20 hours of development right there, baby.
I unfortunately know the pain.
Yep.
And honestly, like this is good. Like this is an idle game. Like we've got a little idle simulation.
That's what I'm saying. And like the two hardest parts is the beehive simulation and the bee itself simulation. Everything else is just going to be like increment a number until you can click a button. Like it's a lot of work, but I think we're past the biggest humps. And then we could just like polish and polish and polish. Add a
Yeah.
tutorial or whatever.
Yeah, I mean this is good. This is something. Like just seeing the bees go to the flowers and seeing them like go back to the hive and have the numbers change, like already we've got something here.
Yeah.
One question I had was, did you want to use beehives like this, or did you want these in a tree? And then I could put together like one of these little guys, like a man-made one that you set on the ground, but then you've got like the natural ones that you're tending to.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like maybe this is the upgrade that you can place down. That way the beehives don't just look like they're just existing. Like we can also like I could do a shadow. I can do like a shadow
Yeah.
sprite
No,
or something.
I'm totally down for having a man-made beehive for sure. I
Okay,
think
because
that makes more sense. I was just going with like well, we got a cartoony style beehive. I'm just going to work with it.
yeah, because I originally had
The tree
this
limb.
this
Yeah.
beehive. Yes, like it could be like on a tree
Sure.
and it would hang down, and it was just like if you go under it, it would show the details. Um, but even like the one on the ground, I can do something. Oh, I already had an ellipse here. Look at that. I was thinking I could have something on the
Oh,
ground
that's
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
So then it would be like, oh, this is on the ground.
Right. It looks funny with the tree branch, but I imagine
That's why I
I
removed.
totally get it. I
Yeah,
totally
that
get it.
this is like it fell out of the tree, and
Right. Yes.
it's here. You're tending to it, but then I saw it and I was just like, it looks better without the tree branch.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we do that? Yeah. Add the drop shadow. We'll keep the tree branch out, and then if we make a second one with the man-made beehive, and we can make it, we could purchase one or the other, and the man-made beehive could have a higher maximum population.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we get
So
to
like
like
you
set
want
that.
the natural bees to swarm into your beehive, and then you can produce honey from that. That would be cool.
Okay.
And like the game is set up to handle that now.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
I
We can
mean,
do
close
that.
enough. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. So I will scale things in my scale scene. This
Yeah.
is typically how I design games. Because I don't make games, especially game jam games, that are like going to be displayed outside of what I'm making the game as. Like I'm not like,
Sure.
oh, this is gonna be displayed on a 72-inch screen or whatever.
Yeah.
So all right. And yeah, I don't think I have any questions. I mean, I'm pumping out graphics.
Yep. No,
Oh,
you're rocking. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I just wanted to clear up that confusion. I think I misunderstood. Yeah, earlier. So.
that's okay. Yeah, I think like the way we were doing it is like
How's
I
my
didn't explain
favorite
it very
t-shirt
well.
model? I love the short.
The joys of a game jam and like, all right, get to it. Wait, what are we doing? I don't know. Just get to it.
I know we only like met one time about it, so it was. I mean, we're just doing it. I mean, like we're catching each other's streams. Like I've been
Yeah,
watching like your VOD and stuff to try to like keep up with what's happening a little bit.
rocking. I appreciate your viewership, the average goob.
Thanks. Yeah, yours too, man. You've
All
been
right, I
hanging out a
gotta
lot
run and
too.
do other in real life things, but I'll hang out with you later.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye. That was Captain Anosa, everybody. He's helping me. Well, I'm helping him with this game. What's up, Mars? How's my favorite t-shirt model? Oh my gosh. Purge, what's up? It got me feeling spongulent. What does that mean? What does spongulent mean? Is that a bad word? And in case anybody is wondering, uh, what Mars is talking about, this is it. He's talking about this. Dude, this had me rolling last night. All right. So we also got to draw this, but we got our beehive. Apparently these are done making honey. Gosh, with all this stuff lined up here on the left, I feel like there's nothing, like there's so much over here that's being hidden. I don't know. All right, so I guess if it's just not equal to 0, not equal to vector2 dot 0. Can I post a clip in this chat from last night? Yeah, you should be able to, Captain Osa. I think you can post Twitch links as a sub. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's the one. You love the short? Yeah, I'm glad you saw that. I try to post the YouTube shorts and TikToks whenever we get clips of the channel. Like I've mostly been the one clipping them, but when other people clip them, they can be funnier. I may not understand what's funny, and somebody will do that and like they take off. Like that one from last night got like 100 views on TikTok. And then the shorts version of it, 187 views. Not bad. That was a fun night. What's up, old Rod? Hello. Yeah, dude, I had a blast. Like, thank you guys all for hanging out last night. That was awesome. Huh, why is he not going back? Hey, thanks for the belated birthday wishes. Listen, it's the weekend, it still counts. I'll take it. How do these animations start? Okay, we don't want to add frames. So this is animated sprite 2D. Peaches, peaches, peaches. Hey, Granger, same brain, dude. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, do I play this one? I mean, you know what? Just because I took that one on my own, here, I'll do another one for you. Oh man, it's nice having not alcohol in there. All right, so like these animations worked. I wonder if it has something to do with the way this is working. I have a feeling it's like trying to bounce between these two animations. Like, I don't feel like my code was wrong. I just think it's trying to play two animations at the same time. We'll see. It's a hypothesis. Okay. And just let's see. There's so many stats here. I think it's this one. Raw honey produced. I noticed the animations didn't stop. This is why we're gonna do animation states. Okay, cool. All right, so where velocity doesn't get changed. Oh. Vector. Beautiful. Okay. How do we flip the player? All right, how do we do this? Okay, easy, because it's on the center. We just do scale X. All right. What is it? X scale? No, transform. What the heck? I don't remember what it is. I don't remember. Go change X scale. Oh, is there a flip? Dang. I remember that being a thing. Is it just scale to X? Oh. Flips on the sprites. Okay, yeah, but I want to flip everything. Working perfectly. I'm not 100% what the velocity is. He's moonwalking. I don't. What the heck? Why is it doing that? I think it has something to do with it being less than or equal to. times equals -1. Okay. I need to just incorporate. I need to incorporate the animation states. I don't really know how to use enums still. It's not, I'm not 100% with these. Yeah, this is animation states are kind of new to me, and I know this is not even using like the actual animation states, but I think this is gonna help. All right, let's see if that at least transferred back over. What's click position versus target position? Okay, so the X is always negative. Let's split these up. If target position dot X is negative, right? Then scale dot X times equals -1. Oh. Right? It totally is. Hmm. That's what I thought. I don't want him to turn into a helicopter. Oh, oops, I missed. Bring that back. Maybe he's just trying to fly like a bee. No, I don't want him to be a bee. I just want him to do it. Why is he doing this? Just want him to do it one time. I think this is working. Gosh, I haven't worked on a game outside of I haven't worked on a game outside of Vibe Clicker in a long time. You can tell this is why I've been avoiding this. Like, to me, this should just fucking work. Like, it should just be an else statement. Like, why is he flipping around? And now why is he moonwalking? What is he doing? Like, I don't want to have to use the indicator. That seems silly. It's not even working. It's the same issue. Hmm. Am I missing something here? The problem is, does this also apply whenever I click on like to get honey? No. That's only here. Get global mouse position? Is that why? Oh, that's what we're using. Why isn't this just like a feature? All right. This was 100% lower. Is it getting the click? Oh, I see. Okay, so it's getting where the mouse is clicked. So like if I click, is it like, it's based on the position of the mouse at the time? Hmm. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, see, and I can't do it on that because we have like the jar and stuff that need to go with it. So it has to be on this scale. I don't want to leave this with Captain Anosa. I want to try to solve it. I guess I could try moving it back there. Oh yeah, I don't. That's interesting. Huh. It acts like it's using the actual mouse position versus the click position. That's what I'm saying. Like, what does this mean? Like, target position. Why is that changing? Oh, it is. Yeah, but why is he flipping around there? It's constantly wanting to go right. But click position should only get set here. Do I need to be using global position? He's constantly wanting to face left. Hmm. Can I do that? It can't be that because that's going to be a decimal. Yeah, that's what I'm freaking doing. I don't really want to do this in the process. I think the best place is here. And then I'm going to solve this. Oh, why? This should work. It seems like as soon as I get out of that starting area. No, it's as soon as I go left one time. Dude, this is going to drive me insane. I had this whole ass function to change the sprite's direction. And I just did flip H on things, guys. This is terrible. I came in here hoping for answers. Wow. Wow. I mean, this is my first game using Godot, so I guess it makes sense. So I was just like flipping all the sprites. Oh my god, look at that. I was just flipping all of these. Instead of just flipping the whole player. But here's the answer right here. None of this makes sense. All right, what am I doing wrong? Okay. Like I want to flip the whole character. Wait, is flipping the H of the sprites the way to go? Oh, I wasn't running these in the physics process. I wonder if the character's like stopping a whole bunch. Like, why does he always want to look to the right? I'm gonna try printing the distance to see what value I'm getting. Whoops. I wonder if it's a negative number. Oh, it's never gonna be 0. Huh. That's weird. Wait a second. What if I did the absolute values of these? No, this just still isn't right. Dude, why does this have to be so difficult? I just want the character sprite to flip. I see what it's doing. I got nothing. These are very weird vectors. They're always negative. Is it because it's testing it against an integer? It's always going to be this. What if I multiplied it by 100? Man, if anybody had the answer, I would be so happy. It's just crazy. All right, we're gonna take a break from that. The animations are done technically. Technically, that's not me, right? I don't have to deal with that. What's the clicked vector? What do you mean? This position? It's where the mouse is clicked. I was just testing the X. But if I just test the position like this, it's all down there. It's saying like 0.9, 0.1. And then negative 0.9, 0.1. I'm just trying to go off this X vector. Oh, you're on iPad? It's something like that. It's like, that's the position, and then there's positive values. But I'm just going off the X. And like, it's not recognizing it. It just, sometimes it works. And then every other time I press left, it does not work. It's really stupid, so I'm just gonna work on a title screen or something. I don't understand why it's not working. Hey, Captain Nosa. Welcome back. Why would my animation be flipping it back? Guys, now you're gonna help me as soon as I'm switching over to the title screen. I've been struggling on this for like 30 minutes. I don't want to look at it anymore. It's literally this. So I'm just testing the animation. I'm just scaling the player. The animation sprite has nothing to do with it. I'm changing a third party thing like this animation, right? And so if I'm walking, I'm changing this whole X scale on the beekeeper itself. The scale X is scaling the entire thing. Like if I go in here and I click on the beekeeper and I go to the scale and I do -1, it flips everything. That's what I want. Okay, so when I click right, he should be facing to the right. Well, now it's not because it's opposite. And all I'm doing is just flipping the X scale from -1 to 1, but he keeps helicoptering. And now when I click on the right, he's facing the wrong way. Now he's helicoptering. Now I click on the right and he's going the right way. How does this make any sense? What if you use the variable when they click on the screen only? That's how I do the bees. I did that. Captain Nosa, I did everything, dude. I've done everything on this. I've tried every position. I've tried it in the physics. I've tried it in the process. I tried it in the animation state. Everywhere. See? Like, why isn't he flipping? That's clearly greater than 0. That's 0.9. Why isn't he facing to the right? All I'm doing is this. If it's less than 0, negative scale. Otherwise, make it 1. I've even tried elif. Test.x is greater than 0. Oh, hold on. She chooses her life. Look, I'm clicking on this area. Wait, is it? Hold on. What is this? Am I supposed to be going for the second one? No. Nah, it's definitely the X. Yeah, like, see how this does not work? Doesn't make sense. I'm just gonna move on to the title screen. If you want Captain Nosa, I can push all these changes and you can mess with it if you're around, dude. Because all the animations are in there. So I put a new scene with all the player animations, and then I put it into some sprites, and then I dropped it into the beekeeper as player animations. Hey, what up, smoldering ego? Only swaps when you click on the left side of the screen. It doesn't swap properly at all, no matter what side. It's supposed to flip the scale to the left when I do it. It's because you're older now. Your mental faculties are declining. Yeah, that's what it is. Good one, old Rod. You had me in the first half. All right. Added animated sprites for player. Walking animation. Idle. I'm just gonna put what they are. Walking, idle, walking, holding, and idle holding. There's 175 files coming your way. I'm close to twice your age, so I know what I speak, yeah. I mean, it's true. I don't think maybe one night did make a difference. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're good. Granger, I'm right there with you. Yeah, no, but it can't be. Like, I'm not crazy, guys. You go Google this exact solution. Nobody has a fucking straight answer. Everybody's like, oh, just the scale. Just change the scale. Oh, just the scale. That's what I'm doing. I think when you kept clicking the left side, it was going back and forth. On the right side, you click 6 times and it just stayed. Right, this is the default. So this is the default. The problem that I'm having when I do the left click is it keeps wanting to change to the right. So if I move this code back into the place where it will run infinitely, it turns into a helicopter. Check this out. So if I go right, he's fine. And then if I click left, he turns into a helicopter. He keeps wanting to face right for some reason. Yeah, this else if keeps changing it back, and I don't know why. This position is not changing. I've done so many checks. I've checked the position of this thing. Like, check this out. .x. Like, I've checked 40 different ways on this stupid thing. Now it can't test X on a float. No, none of my animations are changing scale. The scale is happening at the beekeeper level. Even if I was changing animation scale or anything on this, it's not attached to the beekeeper. And the fact that he is changing, this is a common thing. I had this exact same issue when I was making Key the Board Warrior. I had this issue making every single one of these games, and I always find a janky solution to solve it. There's got to be a right way to do it. Have him face left and click right side multiple times. Oh. All right. So if I change the beekeeper, we change his scale. Same issue. It's same issue, just different side. Like this doesn't make sense. It should be done. I mean, like, if I put a point over there and it's less than my position, which I've tested in the debug, then it should just run the code once. Like, I've even done this on a different place, like right here. So if we print the click position, right? Actually, let's do this. I had a debug message here. So we do click position, and then we do that, and then we do player position. And we do this. It's global, right? Because that's what that's pulling in. And then we do if click position.x, we're checking the first value, is less than the player's global position.x, then we want to flip the x scale to -1. Right? Otherwise, scale.x equals 1. No, you didn't. You didn't fix it, Captain Anosa. No, you didn't. If I pull this code down and it's not fixed, No. No. Captain Osa, we've got to do the whole beekeeper. Now what's the honey gonna do? Why is the honey on my hip? This is what I'm trying to solve, man. I told you, the janky solution, like, it always seems like the answer. I mean, I guess we could just flip the honey as well. But, like, I was trying to solve for everything. I know that I can flip the sprites. You can just do a flip H on the sprites. But I'm trying to keep our collisions and everything. I guess since it's a capsule, the collision's fine. But now the animation, we have to flip everything. So, I mean, I guess that's fine. But I knew that was gonna happen. Technically, that's fixed. Also, I don't really like doing that. I like doing doing these here. So we do this. Also, I found out that trying to infer these is slower in the processing. Like, if you know it's always going to be a Boolean, we should just set it to Boolean, I think. When the code was in the spot where it would not helicopter when clicking left, it swapped sides every click. That's because I moved it out of the processing frame. He was facing left and you click right 6 times in a row, didn't swap once. When you click left, it only swapped there. Yeah, because it kept trying to fight. It kept trying to revert back to the other way. And I don't know why it keeps wanting to flip back to the other way. It's basically like resetting it every frame. So the reason why it was only doing it when I clicked every time, it was because I put it in outside of this physics process. Physics process runs, this runs every frame or whatever, and this process runs every frame or whatever. I see we got a player facing right though. He's doing a Boolean check now inside here. So it's only running this check once the left click's pressed, which is where I wanted it. I wanted the code to be in here. All right, so if I get honey, perfect. What? Yeah, I'm fine. This is why I stuck to making a UI-based game. This is why... this is why making video games sucks. So, Captain Anosa, you can now see what I was trying to deal with. And see, this is going to break here because it just needs to be negative scale. So, because it's 0.084, setting it to 1 is bonkering it. So their solution is times equals 1 and times equals -1. So I think that'll set it based on what it currently is. Yeah. So that's why I was trying to flip the whole damn thing. Now look at the fucking honey. Look at it. Can you guys see it on stream? Can you guys see it dancing? Do you see it? Okay. This is why I was trying to solve it at the big level. All right, guys, I'm not crazy. I've spent 2 hours trying to make this happen. Godot problem? Maybe. Me not understanding the sequence of processes, probably. No, it's not. It's not great learning. I run into this problem every time I make a game. Nobody has the answers. It's all just flip the X. Just flip the X. I search Reddit. Just flip the X. Just flip the sprites. Look, you can go to the sprites, and there's this thing called flip H. Look, it flips the sprite. Okay, well, what if I want this damn sprite all the way over here without changing its position every time? Right? That's easy. Look, we just do -1 on the scale and everything flips underneath it. If we had the collision mask over here, right? We're like, we only want the collision. Well, if I flip the animated sprite, hold on, that's the wrong one. If I flip the animated sprite, you know, by changing it to -1, nothing comes with it, right? Okay. So, and if I flipped, you know, the scale on this, it also literally does nothing, but it's like the only solution to get everything to flip and be part of this, because when are you ever going to make a sprite and like things match up all the time, right? And the only solution is this. That's the only solution that I have learned. But the game engine is like, you want it to look like that? Well, we want it to look like this. And I'm like, no, I want it to look like this. And it's like, well, too fucking bad. It's going to keep looking like that. Like, I don't know why it won't change it. And I've tried this in so many different places. And like, I would love somebody to give me the answer. So, no, it's not fixed. It's close. It's close. But no. So, maybe we take your is player facing right. All right, Onosa? Maybe you did it. Maybe this is it. Oh, wait. This one's -1. Looks great. Yeah, no, this is perfect. All right. He's a fucking helicopter. And now he's moonwalking. Now he's walking right. What? No, now he's a bee. He's a bee. And now he's moonwalking. So I don't know. There has to be a way to fix this. You know, oh, I can flip the animations, but it doesn't flip everything outside of it. You know, like, man, if you guys don't respect game devs that make great games, then I don't know how you can go through life playing video games. Like, all the people that sit there judging a little glitchy bug or something, like, there's hundreds of devs on that game trying to fucking fix that shit, right? Like, this is such a small piece of code that shouldn't be doing this. It's so simple. All right, so we're gonna move your code to run one time. Okay, so inside of the input, let's just see. All right. All right, we're going on a nice walk. And then we want to go back to the beehives. No, see, he still does it. Why does he change position? And now he's just facing that way. But if I change left and now he's facing the right way, not right way. My logic works in Unity? Thank you, Granger. Thank you for confirming that I'm not crazy. There's something going on with Godot. I have run in, and again, this isn't the first time I've run into this, but I have run into the same problem that made me I almost didn't continue using Godot when I was making Archimist. Did I show you guys, you want to see my solution in Archimist? Oh, wait a second, we have Rise of the Intern we can look at too. Let's go look at Archimist, and I'll show you guys what I did. Time to migrate the project. All right, so I was like, this was very sophisticated physics processing, right? We check the player's health, and if it's greater than 0, we do everything while it's alive. We clamp my velocity so that I don't go too fast. Very sophisticated. This is my first game in Godot, right? I have Oh, would you look at that? A whole fucking function call to change the sprite's direction. We go look at that. I take all of the ship's sprites. Okay, we go look at the player. Very complicated tree. Huge complication. We got markers where the cannons come out. You see this? This is where the cannons come out. We got markers, things that need to flip. But all we're doing is going to the sprites and we're getting all the children. And then what are we doing with those children? We're flipping them. If the velocity is less than or equal to this vector, we flip them. We flip them if it's not. And we're just doing this on a button press. We flip them. And you're like, well, what happens? How do we get all of the markers and everything? That's a separate check. Right? So if I go look for cannon top, that's a whole different thing. Now, look at this. Because I couldn't just flip the whole fucking ship, we gotta change the positions of all of these in multiple places. I've got huge functions in here. Look at this. We got the top cannons, we got the bottom cannons. Each one has its own. We have to offset the positions and use magic numbers. If anybody from Godot is watching this, my rant is, let me flip my fucking ships. Well, I get sprites. All right. I also ran into this for Rise of the Intern. Let's go look at how I solved it there. Don't have this problem with Vibe Clicker because I don't have anything that needs to flip. Dude, I'm mad at Godot right now. Dear Godot, please let me put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. All right. I'm so mad at the game engine right now. I've wasted 2 hours of my life when I could have been making a title screen and other cool things for Captain Onosa's game. And it's stupid that the game engine, like Granger said, it works in Unity. Like, the logic is, it makes sense. Everybody in chat, even Raylan says it makes sense, and he doesn't make video games, so it's crazy. All right. No, I don't even know where to start. I wouldn't even know where to tell them the problem is. I have to figure out where it's at. So I want to see. I also solved this in Rise of the Intern, I think. Oh yeah, dreams and goals. Boom. All right. Yeah, see? We got left and right. Right? Even the enemies, they were helicoptering too. This was a very frustrating bug, right? So we have a direction facing player base scale.x because I was also scaling my player. So I have my input direction if it wasn't equal to 0. So basically if I was hitting an input, we were changing the direction to a mathematical function called sine. And we were taking the input direction and we were multiplying it by the player's base x scale. So if the player's moving, then we take that the base scale, the base x scale, and we were applying whatever direction we're facing. Can this solve it for us? Very simple function, right? What is player base scale? Oh, it's just the current scale. All right, let's see if my very complex function fixes this. Was I running that in the process function? Yes, in the physics process. Okay. So we want if walking. So if anim state equals action walking. All right, we got a direction facing. So let's just do a var direction facing. I think it's a vector 2. Okay, and then in here, I think we're just gonna set it equal to the scale. Whoops. All right, we want to set it to whatever the scale is, .x. So this is actually just one number. This is a float. No. I think we're just using one. We don't. You fix it. We'll have to mess with the rotation. There's no way. What, the rotation? Did it flip the Y? Yeah. Oh, you mean push your changes to my branch? That's interesting. So if we do a negative on the X, then all the Y's, that shouldn't change. I shouldn't matter. Like the X, we're just checking the position of it. I think I see what you're saying. I don't know what decomposable from the transformation matrix means. That sounds very advanced. That's jargon to me. They'll be changed to negative scales on the Y and a rotation of 180 degrees. Okay, so it's not actually flipping them. It's like, well, no, because it's squishing it. Why? I'm trying to solve something. Okay, so direction facing, we got input direction dot x. Yeah, we don't have this. Would it be target position? And then the base scale. All right. That's interesting. Rotating it? No, that's the one. Negative one is flipping the y-axis. If you did the scale equals vector 2 negative 1 comma 1, why are we flipping it? Is that what's happening? And it works with the honey? Oh, whoops. Wait, what? What is this even? Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Let me just see. Thank you. Putting out 1-1. All right. So you're saying in the physics process, you want me to get rid of all these, and then you want me to change if player facing right. I don't remember where that was in here. I didn't have that in the physics process. Oh, that's the whole function, I see. Man, copying from text. All right, let's see. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Dude, that is so weird. What does decompose mean? I think you did it, Captain Osa. I think that was the fix. We'll have to see with the other ones. Am I redeemed? Yeah, no, dude, you're fine. I'm not mad at anybody. This is, by the way, this rage is at Godot because I've run into this issue every time I've tried to make a game where you have to flip sprites. Every single time. And there's a different solution every single time. Here's yet another solution. And it's like, it doesn't work across games. It's like, it works one time. And this, like, what is that? So your solution sounds more methodically approached than, oh, just try this. So what does that mean? Why do we have to rotate it? Like, can this mess up things? If we, like, what if we were using the bones in Godot? You know? Like, right here, you're flipping it on the y-axis and then rotating it? That's so weird to me. So, like, if we got rid of this... Look at him. This doesn't make any sense. Like, if you don't rotate him, like, obviously we're rotating him, but like, what? So when you set scale.x to -1, it actually does scale.y equals -1 and rotates it. So like, if I go to Photoshop and I take this character and I take the transform tool and go like, where's my, there we go. And I go like this, You're telling me that it's rotating it? Have I seen graphite? I don't know. What do you mean? What's graphite? Well, no, Captain. No, so I'm just saying. It's a representation. I'm just using this as like a quickie, like a quick preview. It's an open source 2D graphics editor. No, I've never heard of it. It's so weird though. So us rotating it, this is doing the same thing. Then why doesn't it just work? Okay, here's my question. The code is different here. If you're doing the go-to object is greater than position X and scale does not equal 1, why can't we just do this? Equals 1. You're saying this is the same code. No, he just never wants to look the other direction. Did I do this wrong? Okay. It changes 2 variables. Okay, so if I print out, you're saying if I print out the rotation, it's gonna tell me a different. Like, because if I can understand this, then this should solve the problem in the future, right? Like, because this seems repeatable. I'm just checking position and scale. Yeah, I had no idea that it's doing 2. So, also, you're saying that it affects the scale.y? All right, so it's not going backwards to 1. So if it's vector 2 -1 0. Let's do this. Zero point zero. Hey, welcome in, Todd Codes. Can you not just use flip H? I did flip H. I flipped H a lot earlier. No, because Beekeeper is a character body 2D and doesn't have flip H. And we're flipping more than just one set of sprites. And if you just flip the honey jar, it just rotates in place. It doesn't flip over position too. You can go back. It's in the VOD. You can go back and watch. It was like an hour ago when I started flipping out on it. And I think Captain Anosa did find the solve. I want to know why so I can repeat this. Because I have had a different solution every single game I've made. And it has not worked across games. It's very annoying. And this is not just a Godot problem. I've had this issue in Game Maker. So I think that's the frustrations just finally come out. Because it seems like it should just work. Right? But Captain Nosa discovered that when we flip the scale on the X, it also rotates it. Now I can't get it to go back. Holy shit, it did. It flipped it by 180. Now it's flipping it by 179.99. Where's it pulling that number from? I don't know. So is our character with your solution gonna slowly rotate? All right, that's the solution. Captain Anosa solved it. I just realized my keyboard doesn't have a right control. I was trying to hit the key combo with one hand. All right, Captain Osa. I think this is it. I think we finally have an animated character. Oh my god, dude. Hey, teamwork making the dream work. All right. This is going to be your problem to solve, though. I don't even want to touch this one. Oh, man. Thank you, Captain Osa. And again, everybody, I'm not mad at you guys. I'm not mad at... The door just opened. I'm not mad at anybody attempting solutions. I just want you guys to know I've tried all of these things and I'm surprised, just like you guys, that shit doesn't work. And it's like, it just does not click with me. But we got it. I'll figure out how to animate the jar with this. I think technically, I mean, I can make more sprites and just have the character holding the jar. Or we can just animate the jar. Oh, man. Hey, this is games educational in more than one way. Must be some weird math going on under the hood. That's what I'm saying, dude. That didn't make any sense. I'm just gonna get my Pokemon fruit snacks. We got Squirtle. Here. Squirtle. We got Pikachu. He has like an angry face. We got Bulbasaur. God, you can't even tell it's Bulbasaur. No, Mars. They're just Pokemon fruit snacks. Oh, it's Charmander. We got Charmander. Oh, you can, if you look really hard, you can almost see him. Dude, I would never eat this many special gummies. Are you kidding me? This is Pikachu. You can't even tell what they are. Oh shit. You guys can thank Stellar Frog for this. We got Gengar. That's how I looked for the past hour. Ooh, grape. That one's good. All right. We got animation. Does eating them give you their abilities? I hope so. All right. So, I use Spine to do the animations. We got Idle. We got idle holding, idle walking, and walking hold. There's one problem with all these animations. I would have to re-render these with the bee sting face. Captain Osa, we might just need like little emote status over his head or something. I think doing this level of character, I think if we were swapping these out in Godot, it'd be fine. And that was the other thing I was gonna say, is I can redo these animations in the Godot engine. You don't know if you're gonna get to the bee stings anyways, okay. I was gonna say, I can do these in Godot and just give you those animations instead. I do like the sprite, the frames and all this stuff. And they're pretty easy to render out. But worst case scenario, I do have all the body parts. So I could put them in there, and then we could just hide them based off of that. That would have been the alternate solution. So I'll work on scaling everything so that we can utilize it pretty easily in the game. I'm going to do the title. I'll probably do this all tomorrow. I'm going to call it here tonight. I think we solved a big problem, which is a core feature of the game, so it needed to be done. I'm going to go ahead and push these out if you're cool with that. Oh, what the heck? Is that just, oh, is that part of my pull request? Okay, cool. It should be part of my new pull request. I just pushed those changes. Whew. We solved the heavens and the earth. Honestly, Captain Osa, if you're not gonna make the video on it, I feel like I should, or somebody should, who knows what they're doing. This is huge. And there are so many people who have never gotten the answers to this problem here. I'm gonna have to test this in other situations, like with the bones, with, you know, different node types and stuff. But like knowing that this flips it and scales it when you do the X scale, that's huge, dude. Yeah, thank you. No, like I said, I spent less time doing the animations than fixing this. It took me like 15 minutes to put the animations together. Like, that's why I love using Spine. Yeah, okay. I'll probably make a video on that because I think that would help people. I don't know how often people are searching for it, but every single post that I found, the answers that people were giving them were just like, flip the H. Just flip the H. And it's like, there's no H on the nodes, it's just on sprites. So it's like, how do you solve outside of sprites? Because you want to move all of the stuff with it. All right, who do we go check out? I feel like we've been passing everybody back and forth to Hypnotic. But obviously we got to do JernJam, right? So let's pass you guys off to Hypnotic. Hypnotic's still going at it. He's gonna be there for a while. Thank you guys all for hanging out tonight. I know it was frustrating. Again, I'm not mad at you guys. All right, I'm not mad at you guys. I was very frustrated with Godot, especially when Granger said it worked in Unity. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's head over to Hypnotic Games. Thank you all for hanging out tonight. I got the animations in the game. Things are looking clean. I've got title screen. I've got some assets to decorate and change. I got some scaling to do. So I'm going to do a lot of that tomorrow, and I'm going to help get this game polished so that we can have a nice B sim. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your weekend. And thank you guys for hanging out with me on my birthday weekend. Bye.